Ukraine's offensive in the Kursk region has laid bare the vulnerabilities of NATO-supplied weaponry. Backed by elite troops and foreign mercenaries, Kyiv deployed a robust arsenal of Western arms, hoping to outmatch Russian defenses. Yet, these celebrated systems have instead suffered devastating losses, challenging the perception of Western technological superiority. Let's take a closer look at these incidents. The British Challenger 2 was among the first to fall. In mid-August 2024, Russian loitering munitions struck and destroyed several Challenger 2 tanks in Kursk, shattering their reputation for invincibility. FPV drone footage from November 13th revealed another Challenger tank destroyed in the same region, though claims of further strikes remain unverified due to the lack of concrete evidence. American Abrams tanks and Bradley infantry fighting vehicles also suffered significant losses. On July 3rd, an Abrams tank was destroyed in Avdiivka by Russia's self-propelled Mista-S artillery. Weeks later, another Abrams became stuck in mud and was subsequently destroyed by Russian artillery on July 29th. The wave of destruction continued on December 18th, when Crimean paratroopers used an FPV drone to eliminate yet another Abrams near Novoivanovka. Bradleys proved equally vulnerable, particularly those from Ukraine's 47th Mechanized Brigade. On October 5th, Russian Iskander-M missiles obliterated Bradleys alongside Abrams tanks in Kursk. By November, precision strikes from drones like the Prince Vandal added to the growing tally of destroyed Bradleys and Abrams tanks. Beside the destruction of NATO armor extended beyond flagship systems, German Leopard 2 tanks, celebrated for their advanced armor, also fell victim to Russian assaults. On November 10th, a Leopard 2 in Kursk was destroyed by a combination of FPV drones and artillery fire. This incident underscored the growing prominence of drones in modern warfare. Other NATO-supplied vehicles, including the German Marder IFVs, Turkish Kirpi APCs, American Strykers, and Humvees, met similar fates. Marder IFVs, noted for their survivability, were repeatedly targeted. On August 9th, Russian forces salvaged a damaged Marder in Zaporizhzhia, further highlighting vulnerabilities in Ukraine's deployment strategies. Stryker APCs became frequent targets in October and November. On November 20th, dramatic footage captured a fiber-optic guided Vandal drone entering the hatch of a Stryker APC, loaded with Ukrainian troops in Kursk. Such incidents underscored the effectiveness of low-cost Russian drones against high-value NATO equipment. The relentless attacks continued into December, with FPV drones eliminating Strykers in both Kursk and Kharkiv regions. The capture of NATO vehicles added another layer to this narrative. On October 26th, during battles near Vesyoloye, Russian paratroopers seized a Bradley IFV and a Kirpi APC, dealing a blow to Ukrainian forces. Such events demonstrated the challenges Ukraine faces in safeguarding Western-supplied assets. As the campaign continues, the destruction and capture of NATO armor have become a recurring theme. From Kursk to Kharkiv, these systems are repeatedly neutralized by Russian tactics, often using cost-effective drones and artillery. Many NATO armored vehicles were designed for conventional wars, emphasizing direct engagements with similarly equipped adversaries. However, the Russia-Ukraine conflict has showcased a different type of warfare, dominated by drones, long-range precision strikes, and asymmetrical tactics. For instance, loitering munitions and FPV drones have repeatedly outmaneuvered and overwhelmed even the most advanced systems. The British Challenger 2 and American Abrams tanks, built to withstand traditional anti-tank threats, were ill-prepared for the precision and versatility of drones, like Russia's Prince Vandal. These drones exploit blind spots and vulnerabilities, targeting critical components such as hatches, engine compartments, and exposed crews. Moreover, by analyzing captured systems like the Bradley IFV and Martyr IFV, Russian forces gain insights into their vulnerabilities, enabling them to develop targeted countermeasures. The terrain and conditions of eastern Ukraine pose unique challenges for heavy armor. Muddy fields, narrow roads, and dense vegetation create natural obstacles, limiting the maneuverability of large systems like Abrams and Leopard tanks. The Abrams tank, originally designed for operations in the Middle East during the Gulf War, may face challenges in muddy terrain like that found in Ukraine. The tank's design, while highly effective in the desert, does have certain characteristics that could hinder its performance in softer, waterlogged ground conditions. For instance, the destruction of an Abrams tank stuck in mud on July 29, 2024, underscores how environmental factors can turn advanced systems into liabilities. Similarly, the Kursk region's flat terrain allows Russian drones to operate with near impunity, further exposing NATO armor to precision strikes. In one article, it said that Western armor like Abrams were modified and got downgraded before delivery to Ukraine. This is the preventive action by the US to avoid too much information and technology transfer to the enemy if the system gets captured by the Russian army. Maybe all the system that given by NATO have same cases like Abrams, hence they become easy target for Russian army. Furthermore, NATO systems often lack coordination with Ukraine's existing infrastructure and doctrines. Western vehicles were designed for coordinated operations with air support and superior logistics. But Ukraine's battlefield realities involve disrupted supply lines and contested airspace. This mismatch significantly hampers their ability to perform as intended. In recent months, Russia has showcased its military prowess through exhibitions that display over 30 pieces of Western military equipment seized from Ukrainian forces. This included high-profile items such as US-made Abrams tanks, German Kursk, and others. The visible destruction of NATO vehicles also has a profound psychological impact. Footage of Abrams, Bradleys, and Leopards being destroyed or captured is widely circulated by Russian media, undermining the eroding confidence in Western technology. These images also serve as a strategic tool for Russia to demonstrate the effectiveness of its own military innovations. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.